What's up, coaches? It's time for your 3
maybe 4
things that you need to know for this upcoming weekend. We're going to talk rotation first. Crystal, who's here when?
James and I are both here. My back is better.
Here.
I'm back. I'm back. Get it? I'm back.
You are back. And then for huddle, Crystal, what are we talking about?
We're going to talk about how we get to do this.
Awesome. Well, I cannot wait. We'll see you there.
Communication is key, especially during this time when we have overflow regularly at especially our 10 and 11:30, and always possibly at our 4 o'clock service.
It's very true. And so here's what we need from the coaches to the role leaders. Our greeter leader, our hospitality leader, and our usher leaders, and you as coaches all need to make sure you're communicating, hey, it's about to be full, so we're going to go ahead and set up chairs, just so that way greeters know, so that they can be telling their team, hey, it's full, we're actually going to have you sit over here, and ushers can be prepared to set some chairs down, as well as the hospitality team being aware of when it is time to move that coffee stir station, where you're going to make all your coffee, and move that out of the way.
Yep. And one other thing about communication, whenever you get this video, what is their next step, James?
Want to make sure that you communicate the important parts to your role leaders, so that way they come in on the weekend, they're fully prepared to set the stage for what God's going to do. Time for thing number 3 of what you need to know for this weekend. Hospitality setup. What does it look like now, Crystal?
It's back to normal. Back in the middle, where it belongs.
One long pod. That's what I'm talking about.
One long pod.
Yep. And then what about snacks? You said something about snacks.
So you're going to notice that snacks are not here. So we're actually moving from doing a weekly snack offering to once a month. So as we kind of decide which week we're going to do that, we're going to communicate with you ahead of time so nobody's caught off guard, and to make sure that we're just fully staffed. And we'll just be communicating with you in the future as to what that's going to look like as we go along.
Sounds good.
All right. We are super excited because right before our second huddle time, we are going to be having a time to say thank you.
It'll be a lot of fun. It's actually going to be over by the host team check-in, and weather is going to be so beautiful out this weekend. We'll probably stick outside here a little bit as well, just to celebrate what God did throughout the movies and what you guys did serving and just being a part of creating a comfortable and warm environment for people to hear the truth of God's word.
So this is another great way, if your team is kind of struggling to stay through the second huddle time, make sure to tell them we've got something special. Be here. Stick around. It's time to wrap up our 3, maybe 4 things for this weekend.
Yep. Thing number 1 is rotation and huddle. Crystal and I are here for all 5 services all weekend long. And for huddle, we're going to be talking about another one of our host team values. Very excited to share about that. And then we have hospitality is going to be back to the normal 1 long pod layout. It's going to be fun. Then we're also going to have continued communication between all role leaders and coaches, especially at the Saturday 4 and Sunday 10 and 11:30, with overflow kind of being the norm for us now. And then finally, we're actually going to have a fun celebration time at host team check-in right after we're done cleaning. So make sure your whole team knows that we're going to do something special and fun at the very end of it. And Crystal, remember that whoever finds God
finds life. Start recording and leave it rolling. You can see James acting like a dork.
What is the whole content? No, that's what I'm asking. Patient, Crystal, who's here when?
This guy
Oh my
is
gosh,
here.
you should be excited. We're 5 services. Dang it, Crystal.
All 5 services. There. Okay. Buddy, guy, pal. He missed me so much.
Come on.
Some confetti or something.
We don't have any.
We have nothing for
Cool. Said your wrap up is longer than the video, and I said, "Oh, my bad."
What are they, James?
Crap, I thought you were going to say no. That's
Or Norm for a while, James. Isn't that
I'm
right?
not throwing anything.
Oh God.
Hey, guest shout out to Paul Caraway today for filming for us. Yes, thanks.